Sorry I haven't been posting more, but I just got back from an 8,000 mile 3-week trip on that bike right there on my other channel. So I'm going to be posting more now. I'm back home, but got the BMW S1000RR here. And the last video, I think I did a review video. We pretty much have it on the ECUs unlocked. We got the full Akrapovic exhaust on it. Did a bunch of other things. The tail tidy, super nice. I'll have all the links for the exhaust, for the header and stuff like that down below in the video description. You guys could pick that up if you're looking to do an exhaust. We did the BT Moto block off plates. I got the bar end mirrors right now. They're really nice. The cut edge Rizoma. Not sure still. I have to ride the bike more. Not sure if I'm going to keep them still or maybe go to the Rizoma Stealth mirrors. But the bike is running and sounding great. But what we're going to do today is let me show you. I have the BT Moto handheld device here in my family room. And this BT Moto device is actually locked with my previous bike that I had, the Suzuki Hayabusa. But just so you guys know, we could actually change this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the BT Moto site and we're going to change this over to a BMW for the S1000RR. You don't have to get another handheld unit. So I'm going to do that now and then go ahead and I'm going to show you guys. We're going to be putting on the BT Moto Stage 1 tune on the 2024 BMW S1000RR. All right, guys, so this was a little bit of a pain in the neck. I had to, what's the word I'm looking for? I had to basically change the unit from what it was, which was it was locked in for a Suzuki Hayabusa. My previous bike, I had to kind of reset it, and now it's for a BMW S1000RR. Also had to do an update, and that was also a big pain in the neck. I typically use, like in my office, I typically use Apple computers, but I have an old Windows computer, Windows operating system computer that I just like do stuff like this with because you could only use Windows-based computers. So I had to update it, and the firewalls were preventing me from updating that, but I finally figured it out. It's all done. So now we're gonna pop the back off here, and we're gonna get the connector, which is right here. We're gonna plug it into the bike, and I have to read the map from the bike, send it over to BT Moto, answer a bunch of questions, and then in return, they'll send me the correct map for my bike. All right, so I need to read the current map on the bike. I don't know if you guys are gonna see this, but I have to go down to my bike, S1000RR, click OK, and then we go 24, we go OK. Please connect your vehicle to a stabilized battery. Switch on the dashboard, check the connections, and press OK. Switch on the dashboard. Okay. Hit OK. Now it's communicating. Switch it off. OK. Now it's reading the ECU. All right. It's saving it, right? So what it just did was it basically saved the map that's on this bike, put it into the handheld. So what we're gonna do now is go back to the computer. We're gonna share this file with BT Moto. They're gonna be able to take a look at it. And then basically we're gonna be answering a bunch of questions that BT Moto sent us. After we send them all that, they are going to send the proper tune for my bike. All right, guys, so that was fast. Chris over at BT Moto here in Connecticut, which I work with their shop here in Connecticut. They also got one in California. Let me turn the computer on, open up my email. He already sent me a file. So I'm excited. So we're gonna have to put it into the, let me see, flash attached. That's the file right there. All right, so what I did was I just dragged it over here and now it's in my desktop. All right, so now what we have to do is we gotta upload the file, which is the flash for the bike, onto the handheld. And now let's put it into the bike. So now we're gonna hit work, writing, and that's the file, my G file mod, tuning calibration, operation in progress. Switch on the dashboard, click OK. And now you could see the new tune being uploaded into the bike. So you gotta switch it on, switch it off. Now switch it back on, click OK. You just gotta basically follow the directions. I mean, it's super simple. It says ECU programming. So it's going really slow, just so you guys know. This process may take several minutes to complete. Dashboard is on, and just let it do its thing. All right, guys, we are done. I gotta switch it into the off position. Please connect your vehicle to OK. Switch on again. Just follow the directions. We should be almost there. Switch off. Writing ECU completed. Analyzing login progress. Oh, baby. BT Moto Stage 1. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the questions I answered, how I answered them, I should say, and exactly what does the BT Stage 1 tune, what is it going to do for you? So I'm all done. So I'm going to unplug this. I'm going to button up the back. We're going to go over exactly what this tune is going to give me and the bike. Then we're going to take the bike outside. We're going to start it up. You're going to hear it. And then we're probably, the next video, we're going to let it rip and we'll do a nice little ride video. All right, so I'm in front of the computer. I'm going to click on this view product. This is the Stage 1 Plus Performance package with the handheld tuner. Let me see. So I have the stock air filter. I did not add intake air temperature relocation kit. I did not put the velocity stacks on. Stuff like that. So let's go into the description. So when I answered the questions, they actually ask you, what are you going to use the bike for? So I'm not going to be doing any drag or roll racing. So what I chose was track and street, because that's primarily what I'm going to be focused on. So track racers can enjoy modified traction control settings, wheelie management, adjustments for different tire sizes, through smoother throttle transitions, tip-in, consistent and predictable power. All this comes together to make sure you start and finish turn to the best of the bike's capability, working directly with Moto America racers. Riders has opened up a window and drastically improved our mapping. Okay. What's included? This is what I really wanted. What's included in Stage 1? So it's a de-restricted throttle, plus 60 horsepower. Listen to that. Plus 60 horsepower gains in the mid-range lower gears and a plus 20 horsepower over the curve overall. That's crazy. De-restricted exhaust valve, open 100% in certain riding scenarios for best sound and performance. No exhaust needed, but I already have a full exhaust. Throttle response increased 12% in every race pro 1 to 3 mode to reach a target of 100% throttle. Road mode desensitized for highway cruising, normally jerky and twitchy. That's great. Cruise control jerkiness adjusted for highway cruising, tip in and out. That's awesome too, because that's one of the main reasons I bought this bike, because of the cruise control. Top end torque limiter of 75% raised to 100% free top end horsepower. 200 wheel horsepower on a stock bike. That's crazy. BT Moto exclusive. 170 mile an hour limiter due to torque. Removed will go to 190 mile per hour, verified on stock sprockets on stock rev limiter, viewable in our review video. So that's another thing they ask is, what did you do to the bike? And basically the only thing I did to the bike was a full Acura exhaust. I didn't do anything else. I'm running the stock 402 sensors, and I did nothing else to the bike. I don't think it's necessary. I think the bike is super fast enough, and I'm not chasing 2, 3, 4, 5 horsepower. I weigh 210 pounds. So if you have the same bike that has the same modifications and you're a rider that weighs 130 pounds, you will destroy me. That's just how it is. So people don't understand. They're chasing numbers, but I don't know why they're chasing 5 horsepower, 10 horsepower if they weigh 220, 270 pounds. You're still going to be slower than a 130-pound rider because it's power to weight ratio. So that's why I'm not really into the roll racing, into the drag racing. I'm really into the twisties and to track and having the bike respond and perform perfectly. So I think that's why I chose what I did. Revised fueling part to full throttle for maximum economy, throttle response, and performance targets utilizing 100 channel data logging. Second and third gear transmission limiter removed for full wheelie control and roll race whole shot hit. Enhanced and restructured hard cut rev limiter for less drama at the bike's limit. Top speed limiter removed, dash those stops at 192 now, but can GPS verify faster. Mapping available for all popular modification combinations. Heat management through better fueling and lower cooling fan strategy. So I think the fan is actually set, I believe it's set to a lower limit to keep the bike cooler, lower temp, I should say. A second and a half off of your 60 to 130 time. That's crazy. 1.5 seconds off of your 60 to 130. BMW loud startup servo is left intact on stage 1. I'm not sure what that is, but either way, you see what they do. Fueling, ignition, heat management. Due to the new exhaust system and idle cruise AFR mixtures, the bike is a recipe to being constantly in the 215-degree range and burning your legs while you ride, making it uncomfortable anywhere you're not going 50 plus miles an hour. We have solved this issue by adding our low fan temp modification to this flash as a standard baseline feature, along with different cruise mapping, which has curb temps extensively. So then you could see 1.5 second difference. It gets to a 4.1 60 to 130 instead of a 5.4, which is pretty insane. I've seen the videos. So that's pretty much what you get with stage 1. Better fuel, air fuel mixtures, better mapping. The fan is going to come on earlier at a lower temp. So much stuff which I just read. You're going to get a smoother, probably smoother quick shifting, smoother operation of the cruise control, and so everything basically that stage 1 is going to give me, that's what I wanted. So when you answer the questions, there's going to be a bunch of questions like, what did you do to your bike? What are the mods? Did you leave the O2s in? Do you want the rev limiter raised? I did not want the rev limiter raised because I don't want to take any chances with the bike. There's been a lot of videos lately. Some YouTubers out there have had bad experiences with motors blowing. So I don't see the point. It's already revving at whatever, 14,500, 15,000. What's the point in raising the rev limit? The rev limit was set by the manufacturer. That's what they deem is safe. So I don't want to mess with that. I don't think it's necessary. It's going to have plenty of a horsepower, like you just seen, 200 wheel horsepower, which is, it's crazy. It's enough. So it's going to be a beautiful track weapon. It's going to run beautifully on the roads, and that's what I want. When you decide to go the BT Moto route, they're going to send you an email with about 27 questions, 25 questions. Just answer them accordingly, honestly, and they're going to take that information And that's what they do. They take that information and they shoot you back the tune for your bike. So let's take the 24 S1000RR outside and let's start it up. Alrighty. Like I said, I've been actually away. I've been away for the past 3 weeks on a long distance trip. I haven't even started it yet, so really excited for this. I was actually excited the whole low fuel, that's okay. I was actually excited coming back home and doing this. So here we go. See how it starts up and it doesn't rev up high, it stays low. Ooh, that's loud, baby. All right, guys, so that's it. That's the process. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free. Hit me down below in the comments. I'll try to answer any of them. I'll also leave you guys links to BT Moto down below so you guys could get a hold of Chris if you guys are interested in a BT Moto tune, whether it's stage 1, stage 2. They have a lot of also awesome high performance parts. And I'll also leave you guys a link to the full exhaust down below if you guys are interested in a Akrapovic, whether it's the stainless or the titanium header, because I have, as you guys know, the stock can on it, and it sounds really good. All you got to do is put that header on, which I actually did myself here in the garage. You guys could check out that video, but you guys could do that at home, save yourselves a lot of money. But the bike sounds awesome. Tomorrow, we're going to let it rip. We're actually going to take it for a test ride. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.